Hey everybody, Fantical here, and I'm going to be doing a reaction video to 5 most mysterious urban legends believed to be real. And this is by a person named, this is by the YouTube channel Top 5 Unknowns. The link to the original video will be in the description box down below if you want to go check out the original video and the other videos on Top 5 Unknowns. And without further ado, let's get to the actual reaction part, shall we?
America is home to over 300 million people, with its original inhabitants dating back as far as 12,000 years. Naturally, over such a long span of time,
damn, 12,000 years? That's actually quite a long time.
To the formation of urban legends that have been passed down for countless generations, with many of these stories supposedly being 100% true. Number 5. The legend of the Green Man has been passed around for decades, with its origin likely dating back to the mid-1970s. The story takes place in West Philadelphia and lays claim to a mysterious, disfigured man, simply known as Green Man. Green Man is said to have been found walking around only at night on deserted country roads, seeking to terrify anyone who confronts him. Though this isn't the only rendition of the story. In another telling, Green Man is known to have been living in an abandoned tunnel and would only come out if you called his name a few times. There are actually a few other variations.
Guess it's like a Bloody Mary type thing.
These aren't simply...
Yeah, that kind of sounds a bit like the whole Bloody Mary thing, like where you say the person's name a certain number of times. Not just Bloody Mary, but you also got the Candyman and also that baby blue baby or something. I think this urban legend is based on a true story or something, if I remember correctly, about a person who, as a young boy, had touched some power lines or something.
Stories. The Green Man actually exists. His real name is Raymond Robinson, and his disturbing story dates back all the way to 1918. Raymond was known to have been a very adventurous child, always finding a way to trespass or get into trouble in some form. One day, Raymond was playing near a set of train tracks and began to climb one of the structures located nearby. He made his way to the top, allegedly because he wanted to see inside of a bird's nest. Though no sooner than he reached the peak, he accidentally touched a power line, causing him to fall to the ground below.
Ouch.
The electricity from the power line left him with severe burns all throughout his body, and the fall broke numerous bones. After visiting multiple doctors and surgeons, Raymond was ultimately left without his eyes, nose, and lost one of his arms. It's also reported that the shock left his skin with a green color, leading to his nickname. Following this, Raymond was naturally ridiculed by the world around him, which caused him to slowly fade from the public's eye, eventually losing all of his previously close friends. Once he became older, it's reported that Raymond began walking country roads as a way to relieve stress and anxieties of his existence. Though in order to stay away from the public, he only ever did this at night, with many reports claiming to have seen him travel down Route 351. Though, despite his efforts, he was still seen from time to time, eventually leading to future generations calling him by the name of Charlie No-Face, or even just Zombie. Raymond eventually passed away in 1985, though his legend has continued long after this. Some still claim to see him on occasion walking around Route 351, while others claim to have seen his ghost in the abandoned tunnel in which he used to spend much of his time.
Damn.
Number 4. There exists a legend in the state of Arkansas, laying claim to a mysterious man named Dog Boy. His existence has become somewhat of a myth over the years, though many claim to still see Dog Boy on rare occasion. According to the story, a couple by the name of Floyd and Aline Bettis moved into a somewhat large home in the mid-1950s. The couple eventually had a son in 1954 named Gerald. Gerald was noted to have been difficult to get along with for many years, with one local saying his parents were good people. But Jared was a brat. He was vicious and cruel. Others claimed that he had a strange hobby of collecting dogs and cats, and, according to neighbors, after catching these animals, he would eventually kill them, leading to his nickname of Dog Boy. Later in life, there are reports that Gerald essentially kept his parents imprisoned in their own home. Supposedly, he would keep them in the upstairs portion of the house and insist that they not leave. He would even bring their meals to them every day. By the time he was fully grown, locals say that Jared was approximately 6'4" and weighed in at over 300 pounds.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This dude sounds like he could very well be he could potentially be a serial killer. And I do apologize with how dark that sounds, but that it does kind of sound like that, doesn't it?
It's reported that at some point Gerald actually threw his father from an upstairs window, nearly killing him. Had his father not been able to grab a hold of the ledge, he would have certainly died. As his father became elderly,
He's lucky he didn't die.
Record that he died of an unknown illness, though many claim that Gerald pushed him down the staircase, with him dying from a broken neck. Following this, Gerald's mother was eventually taken to the hospital for a broken hip. It's reported by a nurse that she overheard Gerald yelling at his mother, saying, "I'm going to have you arrested if you tell anyone what I did." The nurse also reported seeing him physically abuse her numerous times during her stay. Later on in the 1980s, Gerald built an addition onto the family's home, in which he began to grow and sell plants, with some of these plants actually being illegal at the time. Shortly thereafter, Gerald's mother eventually garnered the...
Yeah, damn, I think we all know what type of illegal plants they are. And I don't want to say exactly what the illegal plants are, because I don't want to waste the chance of YouTube giving me a strike, or maybe taking down this reaction video. But I think you lot know, and I think you lot know why I don't want to say, and I think you lot know what type of plants I mean.
Courage to phone police and inform them of his activities, as well as confess his abuse towards her. Gerald was taken to prison, where he eventually died of a drug overdose. It's since been rumored that the home in which the family lived is now haunted by the ghost of Dogboy, with many claiming to hear the groans of his animal victims, as well as the apparitions of Dogboy himself in an upstairs window where his parents were kept for so long. A medium even commented that Dogboy had cursed her for entering the home and told her to leave and to never return. Number 3. In Houston, Texas, there resides a street by the name of Patterson Road, located just a short distance away from Highway 6. Urban legends revolving around the Civil War certainly aren't unheard of in the Houston area, though this one is exceptionally odd. The story surrounding this location has become a bit foggy over the years, as it's been passed down over the course of so many generations. Though one statement that remains the same throughout history is that all of the apparitions involved in these mysterious sightings are believed to be the restless spirits of Civil War victims. According to legend, as well as witnesses, if you pass by Langham Bridge on Patterson Road just after midnight, and park your car on the side of the road with the lights off, you'll begin to hear a mysterious tapping sound, just as your car becomes surrounded in a thick, misty fog. Additional reports state that if you look just in the distance, you can see the shadowy figures of 2 men crossing the road up ahead. It's unknown exactly who these men are, or why this ritual is so oddly specific in order for you to see them, though locals claim that the story is 100% true.
Yeah, some of these urban legends do kind of sound rather creepy. I don't mean it's a bad way, but some of these do sound kind of creepy.
Number 2. This legend dates back over 100 years and originated in San Francisco, California. The official telling of the story goes as follows. Long ago, near Stowe Lake in Golden Gate Park, there was a lady who was walking her baby in a stroller. After a while, the lady got tired and rested on a bench next to the lake, with the stroller right next to her. While she was sitting, another lady came down to sit next to her, and they started talking. While they were conversing, the stroller rolled away unnoticed. The stroller, along with the baby, fell in the lake. After the 2 women finished talking, the lady noticed her baby was gone and panicked right away. She then frantically ran all around Stowe Lake, asking people, "Have you seen my baby?" She spent all day and all night.
Man, honestly, if you got a baby and if you got a baby with you and your baby is in a buggy or pram, you gotta make sure that you gotta make sure you don't let the buggy or pram out of your sight. Yeah, you gotta keep it in you gotta keep the buggy or pram that your baby is in within your with your vision, because otherwise this could very well happen. Yeah.
Asking everyone in sight, all to no avail. When the night was over, the last place she checked was the lake. She swam into the lake looking for her baby and was never seen again. It's said by many that ever since this day, extremely strange occurrences take place near Stowe Lake. Some have claimed to have seen the body of the woman emerging from the water, with others claiming to have seen her statue, which was erected in her honor, come to life. Other more far-fetched tellings of the story claim that if you approach the lake and call, white lady, I have your baby," she will emerge from the waters and simply ask, "Have you seen my baby?" If you reply yes, she'll become angry, but if you reply no, it's said that you will die instantly. Regardless of which version of the story is true, it's probably best to steer clear away from this lake during the evening hours.
Yeah, don't worry, I don't think anybody has to worry about me going there this particular lake, because I don't really wanna
Number 1.
Just no, I don't wanna.
In Salt Lake City, Utah, there rests a woman by the name of Lily E. Gray. She was buried in a local cemetery
Oh
over
no,
50 years.
no. Please tell me in the comment section that I'm reading this right and it says victim of the beast 666. Can somebody please let me know in the comment section that I'm reading that right, because that's kind of creepy.
Though to this day, the details surrounding her death remain a mystery. Many of the graves in this cemetery, as well as most, contain polite inscriptions reading, "In loving memory," or "A devoted mother," or something similar. Though Lily's tombstone reads something entirely different, "Victim of the Beast 666. There's very little documentation relating to Lily on public record. Because of this, many locals have speculated exactly what became of this woman and why she was hated so fiercely. One theory claims that Lily's life was ultimately lost on Highway 666, which was known by many locals as the Beast, due to an abnormally large amount of deaths on the road, as well as the number's association with the devil himself. Another theory alleges that Lily was somehow involved in Crowley's cult. It was on the rise in Utah at the time. It's known by many that Crowley often referred to himself as the Beast 666, leading to the natural theory that Lily's loved ones believed her to have been victimized by the man. A final theory, and perhaps the most plausible one, is that Lily's husband, Elmer, was known to have had mental issues all throughout his adult life. This theory is backed up by multiple public records detailing an Elmer Gray who fits this description. Elmer Gray was widely believed to have been involved in some sort of conspiracy against the government, and was in the midst of establishing an anti-government cult and belief system. This leads many to assume that the tombstone may have been made out by her husband, who referred to the system or the government as the Beast. Ultimately, we may never know exactly what happened to Lily, though it's honestly pretty terrifying to think about.
Well, I think it's safe to say that that those urban legends are definitely they're definitely not the sort of thing you wanna. They're not the sort of thing you wanna need to worry about. Like, I wanna admit, these urban legends are rather creepy, but me personally, I would try not to take them too seriously, because obviously, most urban legends are made up stories, but some urban legends can, but you can get some urban legends that sort of cross into reality, and you have like a real life event that based on the urban legend, or you might get an urban legend that was spawned by an actual event. I think there was like one urban legend about a body under the bed, and with that urban legend, it ended with and that urban legend sort of ended with what was it? It sort of ended with but then there was this one couple that actually, this one but then there was a person that actually did find like a dead body under the bed at a motel, which was pretty disturbing when you think about it, like about how some urban legends are based on true stories. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give a thumbs up, and if you want to see any more, if you're interested in seeing some more reactions, then let me know in the comments below, and of course subscribe and such. And once again, the link to this original video will be in the description box down below. So you'll be able to go watch this original video on Top 5 Unknowns YouTube channel. Until next time, goodbye.